Okay, excellent. A script evolves, and what works, works. And more times than anyone behind the camera is willing to admit, lines that were made up by the actors wind up being given credit to people behind the camera. And if not the lines, the behavior, all that is a part of this thing we call life. All that is a part of right here. Could you have fallen in love with me if you hadn't met this person that you're with now? Or this person I'm with now? If I didn't, could I have fallen in love with you? That's what we're watching, we crew. That's what you're letting in. That's what we're taking the layers out. We're trying to do. And you're doing it, by the way. And it ain't never gonna be done. At a certain point, they're gonna say, that's all the time we have. Someone told me the other day that Picasso, when he first started hanging his stuff, and he was declared a genius, I think, when he was 3 or 4 or 5, when he started hanging his stuff in the galleries, he showed up and carried his stuff with him and did some repainting while it was hanging on the walls. That's what we do. And the great thing about acting is that you're there with a stranger and you're trying to have that stranger help you get to your essence as you're trying to help that person. Yes, you are making love in the real sense. We bullshit each other. We bullshit ourselves. It's the hardest thing to do is not to bullshit ourselves. If we don't bullshit ourselves on some level, it's too painful to be alive. And that's what your art is. Your art is telling the truth in ways that you can't in life. Okay, start over. Molly, make an entrance. Whenever you want.
Indiana, Tuesday. I'll be there.
It's my fault.
What?
This whole thing. You don't deserve it.
Tell me. Let me help.
I took advantage of you. And the worst of it is that I'm not alone. I did this with a kid. I don't know, I thought that I was on some wild ride and that I was in love enough for the both of us. I pretended that that proposal by the car was real, even though it might have just been a hypothetical. I did this so at least I can do something about it now.
Well, I'm not the guy who runs. I stick.
I don't need you to stick.
You want
I don't
my
know.
soul or something?
Yeah. Why not? I deserve that.
What if I'm just not built that way?
I think we made a mistake
What if
here.
it's true? I'm great at friendship, bad at intimacy. I mean, it was the theme of my bachelor's film, for God's sake.
Yeah, I know. I watched it. I sort of know it by heart.
Whatever the line is right before that. Can I go from you want?
Yeah.
You want
I don't
my
know.
soul or something?
Yeah. Okay. Why not? I deserve that.
What if I'm just not built that way?
I think we made a
Listen,
mistake
what if
here.
it's true? Great at friendship, bad at intimacy. It was the theme of my bachelor's film, for God's sake.
Yeah, I know. I watched it. I sort of know it by heart.
I don't like to give up.
Oh, please, Jerry. My need to make the best of things and your need to be what? Responsible? If one of us doesn't say something now, we could lose 10 years being polite about it. Why don't we just call this next road trip what it is, a nice long break?
What about Ray?
You'll be friends. Of course you'll be friends.
Friends. I'll take him to the zoo. So this break is a breakup.
Jerry, you know this isn't easy for me. You know, on the surface, everything seems fine. See, I've got this great guy. And he loves my kid. And he sure does like me a lot. I can't live like that. That's not how I'm built.
Can we go one more?
Please. That's why you went up on the line, because you didn't like the way it was going, right? You can't be full in the same ways that you were the time before. It just don't work that way. And the fact that this happens is because I think you're trying to recreate. That's what we do. We try to recreate. And that's the worst thing you can do. Go somewhere you haven't gone before. So you're not driving home saying, why the fuck didn't I do this? Why didn't I say this? This ain't the stage. You don't have to do it tomorrow night. What you've done is in the can. You hit those wonderful moments. This is all yours now. That's why I said I'm not going to stop you there. But maybe you misunderstood. That meant, oh, now I got to fill every beat in this go through, because they're not going to stop in the way that I did it in pieces. No. It's yours. Don't lose your humor, guys. That's what I should tell you. Do it as a comedy.
Indiana,
Find the irony.
Tuesday.
What's amazing is that you guys are never going to make love. I will bet my bottom dollar on it. You're gonna fall in love with somebody else, and she's in love with this guy. So this is as close as you can get. That's what's so unfortunate about acting. Come on, you guys. Go out again, Molly. Somewhere toward the end of that scene, either you say lines or you just find a way in it to say, the truth is, the irony is it, as her thinking, I'm leaving you.
You want me to do that?
Well, in thought
in.
or whatever, I'm leaving you. And the irony is I love you more than you love me. That's the irony. I'm leaving you because I love you so much. It's allowing yourself to admit the biggest pain you, Molly, have in you. We're students. We're students. The first year, the first 5 years, the first 10 years. We're students after 50 years, and De Niro says, what did I do wrong? We're students. There is no guarantee here, ever, ever. All you can do is just be in there. Be in, not where you want to be, where you are.